So probably my last day in the hospital today, hopefully. It's been surprising how long I've actually been in here this time. I was speaking to my relatives and they informed me that I've actually been here for 7 days already, which for some reason I felt like it only been 2 or 3. But peace of mind, I think I have it at this point in time. In terms of what's been happening in here, we've been checking. Well, number one, we've been switching our modality of treatment to CAP-10, and that was largely because the liver enlargement that I'm experiencing, and because of that, it's possible that it would limit to the number of treatments or treatment options I would have in the future. Thankfully, the endocrinologist reviewed the results of the blood test over a couple of days and says that the results are relatively stable, so that I can continue on with CAP-10. So it was largely a preventative measure, because it's not that the PRRT isn't working, it's actually still working. However, the inflammation and the size of the liver is starting to impact quality of life. And if it continues to enlarge as well as inflame, it may disqualify me from doing CAP-10, and we would have to look for other modes of treatment at a limited number of options. So there was a little bit of sense of urgency to preemptively shrink the liver to make sure that we don't limit our options in the future. So a little bit bittersweet, because there's a chance I won't be able to get the 4th round of targeted PRRT treatment. However, if the CAP-10 works really well, it's not off the table. Yesterday I was reflecting, and my son was having his annual Christmas party at school, and obviously I wasn't able to attend because of a compromised immune system. Although my wife was really good about recording the session and even living it, so even though I couldn't be there physically, I was able to participate and sing along with the songs and see the bright smile on his face when Santa walked in the room. So that was definitely a blessing. My aunt is here now, so I've described her as my self-discipline in the past, because she is very good at getting me to listen to her in terms of what to eat, which is critical at this point in time, as I'm experiencing bloating in my legs and retention of water, so I need to avoid salt. My endocrinologist has prescribed I'm not sure what type of medication it is, but I believe it is it increases insulin sensitivity, so that if I do eat something sweet, it won't spike my insulin levels, because it is one of the side effects of any chemo treatment, actually. And I already had slightly elevated blood sugar levels prior to even being diagnosed. So still blessed. I think having family around, having my discipline around, my taste buds are coming back. I'm able to eat more. Hopefully when I get home, I'll have more energy to exercise. In terms of next steps, did an x-ray this morning just to make sure that there's no residual water within my lungs. If there is, we may have to tap it out, or we may have to increase dosage of medicine or a diuretic to be able to be able to get rid of the excess water. Because when I do have excess water in my lungs, what happens is that I find it difficult to breathe and it presses against my diaphragm. The good thing from this time is that we extracted 1 liter of water from my right lung, which actually helped me breathe a lot more and deep breaths. So we've ruled it as a mechanical issue rather than a chemo related issue, which is good because ascites or something like that would be detrimental to the treatment modalities that we're doing. So yeah, all in all, relatively positive news in that it's not negative news. So in terms of prognosis, from what I understand, it's still the same. And the number of treatments hasn't been limited yet. And the only thing that's really changed is that we're focusing on shrinking the liver, and that in January we likely won't be having the PRRT treatment. But we may go into a period of controlled remission, or the equivalent of controlled remission, where I will not need treatment for a while and I can feel normal again, which I'm definitely looking forward to. They say 6 months after you stop treatment, you start feeling like yourself again. The other possibility is that the liver continues to grow, and we need to figure out other ways to be able to shrink it, whether it's other targeted therapies or chemo, or potentially debulking through ablation. So that's up to the tumor board to decide, and I trust my team, and hopefully we'll come up with something that will improve my quality of life dramatically in the future. So, still fighting hard every day and choosing joy. Thank you very much for all the comments and words of encouragement. It means a lot more than you know. And for all the new people joining the community and the channel, thank you very much for joining. And if you found this video useful in any way, please like, subscribe, or share to be able to help support the channel. So thank you very much for listening. We'll talk to y'all later. Bye.